Happy Tuesday. All right, let's get back to fantastic phrases. We are actually really close to being done with fantastic phrases. You're the furthest I've ever gotten with any class before, so go you. This is list 19. I believe we only have 25 lists to go, so we are almost to the end. So fantastic phrases and your roots. Now, I didn't give you a flipper for your roots, so make sure that you are writing down the root word and the definition and the examples I give you. I only gave you 2 examples this week, so not very much for you to write down. Don't forget to do your post assessment after it. I linked it to this PowerPoint. Now, if it doesn't work, you need to make sure you go to Google Classroom and take it from there, so no excuses. So if it doesn't work on the link on this PowerPoint, you're going to go to Google Classroom and take it on Google Classroom. All right, so let's get started. First, Latin phrase, lingua francois. This means common language. It literally means French language is its literal meaning, but it's used as a common language. So this would be a common language of an area. So originally it was used for a common language consisting of Italian mixed with French, Spanish, Greek, and Arabic that was formerly spoken in the Mediterranean ports. So it would be this, all of these languages were combined in this lingua francois language that was spoken in the ports during the Roman Empire, so they all could communicate with each other. Now, though, today we use it as just a common language amongst people when they're expected to speak different languages. So your examples will help explain this a little bit more. So when we went to the American University in Singapore, we heard many different languages, but we were assured that English was the lingua francois. And nowhere else is football the lingua francois that it is in Africa. So we see it being used as language, and we also see it used as kind of a figurative of language. So football or soccer is like the language of Africa, right? Or you can use it as English is the lingua francois at this university. So it's the common language. Most people at this university will speak English. English is the lingua francois of most of the world. Most countries speak multiple different languages, but most of them speak English. Tabula rasa. This is a smooth or blank tablet. You can find my typos in here. This is kind of stating it's not an actual blank tablet. It's not like I gave you a blank piece of paper and I say, here's your tabula rasa. It's a hypothetical idea that our minds are a blank slate that we then receive experiences and impressions from the outside world. So it's not literally a blank tablet or a blank slate. It's stating that our brains are that way. Or anything really could be that way. It's not a actual concrete piece of paper or tablet. Your examples, Sorry, someone came in to hand me something and I had to pause and I freaked out. I don't even know where I'm at now. Okay, so some philosophers believe that a baby is born with its mind like a tabula rasa. So the way a baby is raised is very important. There was a lot of typos there. And then some educationalists believe that children are blank slates, tabula rasa. They are born neither good or bad. So both of these are using the mind. Our minds are blank slates until we have experiences or input onto our brain. Next one, I have put a link here for the correct pronunciation. I tried and tried and tried to pronounce this word, and I could not. I am showing you my weaknesses when it comes to Latin. This was way above my knowledge of Latin, so I put the pronunciation here. I would like you to listen to it. Latin is a beautiful language, and this is so beautiful when it's pronounced correctly. So the meaning of it is Jesus of Nazarene, the King of the Jews. It was custom to place a sign above the cross that you were crucified on, letting you know what the offense was, letting the people, the onlookers, know what the offense was. And it was usually in Latin, Greek, or Hebrew. And so when someone was crucified, it was always in public. So when you passed by, you could read this sign and you knew why they were being hung on this cross. So this was hung above Jesus's cross. A lot of times you'll see it inscribed on crosses, but it'll be INRI, just the first letter of those words. So this one you're not going to use. It's a phrase. You're not going to use it in a sentence. It's a phrase, and it's always seen as a reference to what was written above Jesus's cross. Hadi Kater, this is high sower. It means high fashion. This term is used to describe expensive name brand fashion that you probably will never really buy. I know I will never really buy. You can see this hate used with other things like cuisine, so high cooking. So it just means high fashion or high cooking. Jenny's designs are nice, but they may not be accepted among those who are involved in Hadi Kater. I've also put the actual French pronunciation. It sounds nothing like what I'm saying now, but if you'd like to listen to the actual French pronunciation, please use this link. When in Milan for Fashion Week, one will only see Hadi Couture. And so you're only going to see high fashion when in Milan for Fashion Week. All right, our different root words. Var is different, very, invariable. Invariable means never changing. So I put a pizza here because my love for pizza never changes. It is always constant. Trib is to give, contribute, or tribute. A tribute would be giving something an honor or paying kind of taxes to one, or paying them in coins, or French fries to those that are to be honored. So if you ever want to give tribute, you could give me French fries. Sign means mark, significant or insignia. Significant, this is significant means important. So French fries are important to me. This is a really large box of or bucket of French fries. This would be significant to me if you gave it to me. And our last one is nat, born or birth. So native or innate. It's innate in me. I was born with the love for pizza. So those are your 4 root words. Please make sure that you wrote those root words down, plus their meanings, plus their examples. I'm hoping, I don't know if this link is going to work. I don't know if any of the links are going to work because I put the link in a Google slide, which then went into a Screencast-O-Matic. So I don't know how it's going to work. If you can't get to this link, the quick assessment, go to Google Classroom. There's no excuses. The quick assessment should take about 3 minutes at the most. Please do that tonight so that way I can know before you come into class tomorrow if you understood the words on a very, very basic level. Love you guys. I hope you have a great Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow.